All right. Hello, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to Mother Mary's monthly message. With me, I have Samara Grace Daniels, and I am Tammy Urbani Brandkamp. We wanted to let everyone know that the two of us have partnered in a really incredible joint venture, and we're calling it Creating an Extraordinary Life. The reason we're doing this, there's a lot of reasons. One is because we really enjoy hanging out with each other. And we know that when the two of us come together, we are greater than we are alone. So when we come together, we're able to bring in Samara's high vibration energy, and we're able to bring in Tammy's groundedness, and to find this beautiful synchronicity somewhere in the middle that's going to help and reach a lot of people out there. So this afternoon, or today, I wanted to let you know about a couple things. We created a Facebook page, and it's called Creating an Extraordinary Life. We invite you to join. We will be having a couple different weekly posts. Starting this week, we're going to have Tammy's Tuesday Tips, and we're also going to have Samara's Wisdom Wednesdays. They should be fun, enjoyable, informative, intriguing. So come check us out. So right now, what I'd like to do is introduce to you to Samara Grace Daniels, and it is my honor to do so.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm so excited too. Tammy and I are just great partners for each other. You know, I told her one time, I think I've got the sky covered, but I need to cover the ground. And so together we really have, I think, partnered in such a way that for a lot of people to have that spiritual oomph and also to have a grounded life, that's what puts the extra in the ordinary and makes extraordinary. So today we're doing take 2 of Groundhog Day, because on February 2nd, or 2/2, which was the usual time for the Mother Mary broadcast, we had a beautiful time at Tammy's home, and a whole bunch of people coming to hear about how to have a more radiant life, but it didn't record. So we don't want you to miss a single monthly message from Mother Mary. So without further ado, I'm just going to close my eyes for just a second and bring her in and invite her to share her monthly message for February of 2019. Well, darlings, here we are, here we are, here we are. And it's kind of interesting in a way. On Groundhog Day, we talked a little bit about the movie Groundhog Day, where Bill Murray's character kept experiencing the same day over and over and over and over again until he realized, wait a minute, I can do something different. And as each day occurred, starting in the same way, he began to do something different. And what began to happen is the day began to change. And so what I'm so happy to suggest to you is that you can change your day. Most of you wake up in the morning and there's a sense sometimes of, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Oh dear, you know, I have to make my breakfast. I have to get the children ready in some cases. I have to go to my job. I have to make sure everything is in a certain direction. And what I want to tell you is that the difference between Bill Murray's character at the beginning and Bill Murray's character at the end is a word that I call responsibility. He changed his ability to respond. And so if you're not happy with the life that you're living right now in all of its glory, I invite you to choose a different response. Now, how do I do that? How do I find a different response when children are crying and dogs are barking and people are asking me to do this or that? It's very, very simple and sometimes difficult. What it is you must take approximately 10 to 15 minutes at the beginning of your day. And in that time, go within and invite the wisdom within to set your GPS for whatever is for your highest good, deepest peace, and greatest joy. You can use a meditation, you can play a beautiful song. Some of you like to dance, some of you want to do some yoga poses. All of that is wonderful. But if your mind is not set with your GPS, what happens is you're in reaction all day long, not response, reaction. So there's always a sense of being on, being on call to someone else's demands and being on call for really, in some cases, challenges. So when you set your GPS to, I'm going to choose a day of peace, I'm going to choose a day for my highest good, I am going to choose to be loving, and the first person I need to be loving with is myself. So that inner GPS aligns you, and now you're going to create a different trajectory. On Groundhog Day, we talked about trajectories, and what I meant by that is the wake you're creating is also a function of where your ship is sailing. And if you're not setting the direction in a way that is promising and helpful and joyous for you, then your ship is sort of reacting always to the winds, to the lack of winds, to the other ships around, and not really sailing the course that you could. I'm not saying that this is easy to do, but it is simple. If you can just set your alarm for 10 or 15 minutes earlier than usual, or tell your husband, children, friends, etc., okay, I need these 10 or 15 minutes, and then sit down and say, all right, I'm really ready to know that inside me is this wisdom. Inside me is this glorious GPS, which I call your God positioning system. And when I'm aligned with that, then what I'm going to do is create a container that is mine, that is me, that is full of peace and joy and well-being. And now it's sort of like filling your gas tank. Now my vehicle can go where I have set my GPS to go. In the absence of that, your trajectory is always sort of responding to everyone else's demands of you. And by the end of the day, no wonder many of you are feeling exhausted rather than exhilarated. We would like you at the end of the day to say, wow, that was exhilarating, what a ride. And what it takes really is that beginning in your day, and then periodically during the day, when the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, as Shakespeare once described it, begin to sort of alter your sense of direction. There are several things that are quite easy that you can do. The first one is recognize it. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my peace. I'm not feeling joyful. I'm feeling set upon by everyone else. All right, so realization. Step 2, excuse yourself. Go outside if you can, get in your car if you can for a few minutes and turn on the radio for beautiful music. Wash your hands or put your hands in water. Many of you enjoy using essential oils. You can sort of dab yourself with something lovely. You can close your eyes and just take those few minutes again and say, no, I choose to be peaceful. I choose to fill myself with the joy of my life, with all the blessings that I have. And then I will return to engage with my world. Because the truth is, you are like a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful matrix of energy. And everything that is coming at you has a vibrational tone. And so if it's a match for you, yes, let it in, joy and happiness and people bringing you flowers and celebrating you, wonderful. When it's not a match, the vibration can bring you down, or it can definitely alter your course. So it's up to you to strengthen your vibration again by recognizing it, realizing, wait a minute, I'm not feeling peaceful and joyful. Okay, it's my responsibility, it's my ability to respond that is in this moment being offset or diminished by what is going on. So I'm going to reset. I'm going to reset my GPS, taking those 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes and saying, no, I will not be a pawn in someone else's game. And I want to talk just a little bit about the global issues right now. Many people are feeling incredibly stressed by what's happening in the world. We understand that. And I want to tell you that the very best you can do in this moment is to develop peace within. Because once you have, rather than reacting with anger or outrage or upset or all of that, from this well-being that you've created, you can come up with, well, what would love do here? What can I offer into this situation? And sometimes it's just peace, your own peace. Because in this world right now, the trajectories that are flying about and really mostly unconscious can easily take you off course if you are not choosing your own well-being. So of course, my wish for all of you is a peaceful life, a joyous life, and really a life directed by your higher purpose. And we'll be talking more about that next time. But for now, for February, the month of Valentine's Day, whatever that means for each of you, I invite you to love yourself enough to take those 10 or 15 minutes in the morning and a few minutes throughout the day to say, no, I'm in charge of me. I'm in charge of my vibration. I'm in charge of how I show up in the world. And if I truly want to be a blessing in the world, the first person I must bless is myself, with time, with love, sometimes with chocolate, sometimes with essential oils and all of the things that work for you. You don't have to believe that I'm Mother Mary. That's not important to me. Think of me simply as a voice offering to you and your soul a chance to live a life that you cherish. Much love to all of you. You can also find me on Mother Mary's Messages on Facebook, and soon in other places as well. But I'm always listening, so call on me if you wish. Much love. Namaste.
All right. Thank you, Samara. Thank you, Mother Mary. What I want to also remind folks is that, Samara, you are available for private sessions.
Yes.
And how can people reach you?
The simplest way right now is to email me at samaragrace1111@gmail.com. That's SAMARAHGRACE1111, the numbers, @gmail.com.
Perfect. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you again on March 3rd, 3/3. We'll post the times once we have those established.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great week and love yourselves.
Absolutely.